Hello everybody, it's Numerologist Michelle Buchanan with your numerology forecast for 2020. So let's begin by calculating your personal year number for the year. We do this by adding the month and day or day and month of your birth date to number 4. Why number 4? Well, 2020 adds up to 4. One more time, add the month and day or day and month of your birth date to number 4. Keep adding together any double-digit numbers you end up with until you eventually get a single number between 1 and 9, and that's your personal year number for the year. So let's use the example March 28th. We would go 3 plus 2 plus 8 plus 4 for 2020. That adds up to 17. Remember, the second rule of thumb was to continue to add together any double-digit numbers until you eventually get a single number between 1 and 9. Therefore, that's 17. We would add the 1 and 7 together to get an 8 personal year number. Maybe your personal year number adds up to 19. We would then add 1 and 9 is 10, and 1 plus 0 is 1. So just keep adding together any double numbers till you eventually get a single number between 1 and 9, and that's your personal year number for the whole of 2020. All right. Now, just before I start off with the forecast for each of the personal year numbers, I want to let you know that if you want your full numerology chart and a 12-month forecast for each of the months of the next 12 months in detail, a 22-page report that's normally $25, I'm running the 2 for the price of 1. So you pay your normal $25, but you're going to get an extra chart for someone else that you care about, or a friend, or maybe a friend or someone or a family member wants to go halves with you, and both of you end up paying $12.50 each. Anyway, let me know if you're interested and I'll send you the information. All right, now let's get started with the personal year forecast for 2020, beginning with personal year number 1. Okay, so for those of you that are in a 1 personal year, this is a whole new beginning this 1 year. It's about new beginnings, taking action, and watching out for opportunities. All right, last year was out with the old to make way for the new, and this year you're going through this whole new fresh start. All right, now some people, it will be very obvious as you go through this year. There'll be big changes and new opportunities will present themselves, and it's pretty obvious you're in a 1 year. But for other people, it won't be so obvious and it might be a little slow going. So don't worry, everybody's different. The main goal is for you to believe that there are new ways of living, new ways of thinking, and new opportunities existing out there for you that enable you to improve yourself and improve your quality of life. You just have to train yourself to see the opportunities. And when you see those opportunities, you have to train yourself to have the courage and the determination and the discipline to follow up on them. Some people see opportunities and let them float by because 1, they're lazy, 2, they're afraid of change, 3, they actually like to stay stuck in their old ways. Isn't that funny? It's quite normal. A lot of people are like that. Sometimes it's better the devil you know. And they know what needs to be done to create a fresh start. They know they'd be happy if they did it, but they just are lazy or they just are afraid. Don't be one of those people, guys. Okay, this year you want to be courageous. You want to be self-confident. And you want to have the discipline and the focus and the ability to move forward and take action. All right? So let's have a little look here, and I'll give you a little checklist of things to look out for and things to do in this 1 year. This is a year to get in the driver's seat of your life and move forward. Green light, let's go forward. Be proactive and take action upon any ideas or projects or anything that you feel you need to do, either in the physical world or within your own individual personality and within your own self in regards to your personal growth. Any action and changes that need to be made or taken that will help you to be a better person, will help you to improve your life. This is a great year to begin something new. It can be a new project, a new job, a new relationship, a new hobby. A great year to develop and implement new ideas. A great year to start a healthier lifestyle. A great year to focus on your self-improvement. This is a time to be independent and self-reliant, to be able to trust yourself and your judgment. So it's a great year to work on your relationship with yourself and getting to know yourself better and backing yourself up. Great year to be your true, authentic self, to not be afraid to be who you really are. A great year to plan goals, especially long-term goals for over the next 9 years. A great year to stay positive and have a fresh approach. This is a year that you'll want a new mindset, all right, a new positive way of seeing yourself and seeing the world. Be open to new opportunities. Take action in terms of manifesting your dreams into reality. And take a leadership role rather than staying in the back seat. So to take more control of yourself and more control of your life. Know that the 1 year, number 1 is a very creative number, so it's a very powerful manifestation cycle for turning dreams into reality, or at the very least of setting things up for future manifestation. So understand the universal laws. Understand that your thoughts are alive, that your thoughts have an energy vibration that create. Your thoughts and emotions are magnetic vibrations that are creating things around you and within your life. So take control and mental discipline over your free-reigning thoughts and emotions, especially your fears, especially negative thinking, especially your worries. Learn to live in the present moment and learn to be... I think sometimes we're so focused, we've become so narcissistic and so greedy. We want more, more, more. We think we need so much to be happy, but really we don't. And instead of striving for more so that you can be happy, or you think you'll be happy if you have more, I say work on the other end. Train yourself to be strong enough and happy from within, regardless of what you have or don't have. Train yourself to have enough discipline and enough strength and resilience to get through your life no matter whether things go your way or not. Train yourself to find peace and happiness in having nothing or having less than or not achieving what you want. That's going to serve you a lot more than constantly striving for more, more, more. Train yourself to be happy with what you've already got. Be grateful for what you already have. Pray for resilience and strength to get through whatever life sends you, because here's the deal. We came to learn and grow in this life. We came to push ourselves and stretch ourselves. We did not come here for a picnic, and we did not come here to be lazy and sit on our ass and have everything go our way and to get everything we want. This is an unjust world, and we have to live with that. We have to accept it, let go, and move on. There are so many other things to think about that would make you feel good than dwelling on what went wrong or how bad things are, So that's your advice for your personal year number 1. Now, for those of you that are in a personal year number 2, this year is actually about being patient, all right? Now, a lot of people don't want to know that. They're like, oh, God, I hate being patient. And trust me, as an Aries, I am one of those people. But thank goodness I have learnt through no choice of my own. Life taught me how to be patient because I had no choice. So I had to learn it. And it's one of the best things I ever learnt. So trust me. This is a year where you do want to be patient. Do not force things to happen. And do not try and force things to go your way in this 2 year, because it is very much a year where you need to literally let go and let God. In other words, you have to get out of the way and you have to let the universe take control and you just follow suit. Because if you don't, you may cause a lot of inconvenience and disharmony for yourself. And life is hard enough as it is without creating any more additional disharmony for ourselves, right? So this personal year, where last year, the 1 year you were in was about being proactive and taking action, this 2 year is about stabilizing and consolidated what you've already created and waiting for things to come to you. So this year is a slow-paced year, so there will be times where you'll feel as if nothing is happening at all, but don't be fooled by this lack of activity, as things are still happening behind the scenes. If there's one thing that will guarantee your success in this slow-moving 2 year, it's being patient and trusting the process, trusting that life knows what it's doing. Don't panic if things come to a standstill, just ride it out. This is a great vibration for doing nice, peaceful things that put you in touch with your inner self. For example, meditation, yoga, listening to music, getting out in nature. Also a great year to, solidify the relationships in your life, to be more understanding of others, to build on relationships and get close to other people. Existing relationships may have issues. If with existing relationships that have issues that have been brewing beneath the surface, they will definitely come to a head in this 2 year so that they can be looked at and addressed and hopefully improved. All right. Know that you will feel a lot more sensitive this year. It's great if you are open. You want yourself to open emotionally for love opportunities. It's also a time where you may feel that your insecurities may feel like they are being amplified. You may overreact. You may feel a bit oversensitive to things. Know that you're not going crazy. It's just the 2 year amplifies the emotions and sensitivity. So on one hand, it's really good in terms of improving your own personal growth, because it will bring your issues to the surface, so that you can then be aware of them and improve them, work on resolving them and healing them. Otherwise, if you don't know they're there, you're not going to be able to improve them, are you, if you don't know they're there? So it's good. It's good for amplifying that. But it's also good for amplifying your psychic abilities and your intuition. But remember, your intuition and psychic guidance you only get clear, accurate guidance, guys, when you yourself are a clear, accurate channel. All right, so if you want to receive accurate information, you've got to be an accurate vessel, and that means you've got to work on your stuff. You've got to work on your personal issues, work on your triggers, work on your shadow, work on your patterns of behavior, your insecurities, your fears, your worries. That's what makes you an accurate channel. Great year to focus on self-love, to be cooperative with others, and be understanding towards others and yourself. So here's a checklist for you for this year. This is a year to consolidate and solidify whatever you began or in the means of beginning this year. Build upon what you already have. Be patient and wait for opportunities to come to you. Practice mindfulness, meditation, yoga, qigong, those kinds of nice, peaceful practices. Focus on your health and well-being. Recognize, express, and release repressed emotions. Work on your self-love. Develop your psychic abilities and enhance your intuition. Work on your personal growth. Be positive and proactive about finding love, and be positive and proactive about improving your existing relationships with others. And that means others all sorts. Friends, lovers, partners, family, neighbors, work colleagues. So, in order to manifest your dreams in the 2 year, you need to get clear about what you want. And it's about clarifying what you need to be happy from within. And know that you can't miss what's meant for you. You can't miss the boat. If something's meant for you, it's meant for you. It's got your name on it. You don't have to stress and strain and try too hard to get it. Just trust the process, trust yourself, and relax. All right, so let's move on now to personal year number 3. This personal year number 3 is about being more social, and it's about self-expression. It's about creative expression, communication, and it's basically, last year there were delays and frustrations. You're in a 2 year, it can be a hard year for some people. But things will speed up again as you're into this 3 year. The energy speeds up in the 3 year. And it's a year where there's a lot going on, all right? It's very easy to get distracted and unfocused, and to have your finger in too many pies and dilute your attention and your energy and end up with not really much to show for it because you were so scattered and so distracted and diluted. So you need to be aware of that. So that, there's a lot going on, so extra effort is required in terms of your planning, self-discipline, and your focus. If you scatter your energy in too many directions, things can easily spiral out of control and it's hard to accomplish anything. So be organized and grounded this year. It's also a year to be a bit more social, to spend a bit more time with people, maybe reconnecting with some old friends and being open to making new friends. Okay. Also, you may find that you've got the gift of the gab. You want to express what your true thoughts and feelings are this year. So be honest about what you're really thinking and feeling, and have those conversations. Even if they are difficult conversations that make you cringe, you still got to get your truth out. You've got to express. It's better out than in. And it's not what you say, but how you say it. So be diplomatic, be understanding, be aware of the fact that your words are alive, that your words have an energy vibration that are creative, that will go out there and create. So even if it's simply the words that you say in your mind to yourself, such as, you know, I'm an idiot, I'm a loser, why did I do that? I'll never amount to anything, life is too hard, nobody likes me, whatever. Just even your thoughts, the way you talk to yourself in your mind is creative, and it will manifest into physical reality. So you don't want to attract any more negative experiences than life already brings, do you? So you know you've got to get on top of these things. Now, can be a very upbeat year. 3 can be, you know, it's a great time to take a vacation, great time to do some new things, some fun things that make you feel good. Know that the 3 is also about, you know, it's about learning to find your joy. But in order to find your joy, sometimes you have to highlight what makes you unhappy or what prevents you from feeling joy. And that's what can happen in the 3 year. Sometimes it will highlight what makes you unhappy so that you can be clear about that and be clear about the changes that need to be made in order for you to find happiness. You know, one of the best ways to start to find happiness from within is to find the joy and the happiness and the appreciation in the small things. You know, unfortunately, we've become quite narcissistic and quite greedy, and we're looking for big bells and whistles to make us happy. We're looking for the big grunty stuff, when really life is a series of smaller things, that if we only could train ourselves to recognize the beauty and the joy in some of these smaller things, we'd be happy a lot more of the time. But we've just become too spoiled and greedy. So downsize yourself, you know, humble yourself. Find the beauty in the small things. So here we go. Here's a checklist for you this year. This is a year to be more social and connect with others, to entertain family and friends, attend more gatherings and events, to have fun and do more of what you enjoy. Be creative, you know, speak your truth. Creative expression isn't just artistic. It can be verbal. It can be conceptual, you know, ideas and plans. Great time to journal, to write, to express yourself in whatever way you need to go on vacation, to have fun, to travel, be optimistic, see the glass half full this year. Monitor your spending, you know, be self-disciplined and express yourself honestly. Communicate your thoughts and feelings. Okay, so I'll leave that with you, and I wish you a wonderful year. All right, let's move on now to personal year number 4. And this year, the personal year number 4, you know, I'm not going to lie, this is a year where you are required to do the work. When I say do the work, I mean do whatever needs to be done in your life or within your own personal development. Do what needs to be done to get yourself and your life where it needs to be or where you want it to be. So this is a year that requires effort. The 4 year is about knuckling down, being organized, putting systems in place that enable things to flow more smoothly in your life. For some, it could involve getting fit and healthy. Others, it may involve studying something that will help you increase your earning potential or advance in your career. Others, it may be doing maintenance around the home, you know. Others, it may be getting on top of your paperwork. Other people, it's improving the relationships or one specific relationship around you. You know, either way, it's saying put the effort in, do what needs to be done. It's also a year to plan for your future goals and using a step-by-step process to achieve goals. So this is a year of building a strong foundation for your future, so don't waste it. You can have some major accomplishments this year, but your attitude is a key to success, because there may be obstacles, frustrations, and delays this year. All right, but it's teaching you to be patient and to persevere, because you'll get there in the end. It's all going to be about your attitude. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Not when the going gets tough, the tough moan and cry and whinge. Not the going gets tough and the tough run away and hide because they're too lazy to do anything. Not the going gets tough and so the tough cry about being a victim and how life's against them, or try and buck the system and take the easy way out. No, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. You put your head down, your bum up, you grow some balls and you tackle it head on. You know, you take responsibility and you take action. Your dedication and determination is going to be tested this year. So don't give up. Just pick yourself up and soldier on and you will be rewarded in the end. It's all about your attitude. All right? So focus, prioritize, finish what you start, put down some roots and commit to your future. All right? Pay debts, save money, solidify your relationships. Do things that create more security and stability in your life. Don't take unnecessary risks. Here's your checklist of what to do this year. Work hard, build a solid foundation, plan your future and take action, get organized, put systems in place, budget and save your money, pay off your debts, focus on your mental and physical health, make a commitment, study if you need to, buy a business or a home or whatever you need to do to create stability in your life and order and structure. Great time to relax and unwind as well, because you're going to need to make time to relax and unwind because it is a full-on year for some people. You know, so if you're going to be putting this effort in, make sure you reward yourself with some balance and some rest and relaxation to recharge yourself. All right, so let's move on now to personal year number 5. And this year is about adventure, progress, movement, and change. All right. So this is a year that is action-packed, where anything can happen, and it usually does with a 5. So let's see, you know, it's like the 5 year is in the middle of the 1 and 9 year. So the 1 year is new beginnings, the 9 year is endings, the 5 year is smack bang in the middle, and it's where life says, let's shake things up, let's change the playing field. All right, so there are changes that will come across your life this year, whether you're prepared for them or not. So it pays to be flexible and adaptable and ready to go with the flow, and that way you can roll with whatever comes your way. Don't have your plans too set in stone. Change is inevitable, and it can manifest in many different ways. For some, it could be a change in residence or a relationship or job. For others, it may be just a change in attitude, direction, or lifestyle. You know, there are many options to choose from, but it's all about breaking away from old routines and launching yourself into new areas of challenge and growth. All right, for some of you, you may feel bored, restless, stuck, and you feel like you need an adventure. And some of you may even play up because you're like, oh, I need some action. I need some fun. I want to do something crazy. You know, you might get itchy feet and feel like you need some, you know, some excitement in your life. This 5 year can also trigger a desire to overindulge your senses. So that could be overeating and drinking, overspending, you know, sex, Jesus, whatever. Everyone's different. Some people just go over the top with personal development workshops. It's crazy. Self-discipline and moderation are the keys to your success this year. It's a very exciting year where it does pay to get out there and promote yourself and network. Great year for travel, adventure, and exploration, trying new things. But don't scatter yourself in too many directions or have your fingers in too many pies, because things can easily spiral out of control. So here's your checklist for your 5 year. Make changes that need to be made. This is a year. If you've got changes that need to be made in your life and you're not making them, I suggest you do make them, because if they are serious changes that need to be made and you're not doing anything about it, life may force those changes upon you. And trust me, it's better to be proactive and implement those changes yourself on your own timeline and in your own way, rather than have it forced upon you. Let's see. This is a year to be fun and adventurous, to create more personal freedom in your life. You know, a lot of us create more personal freedom in our life simply by being free of the thoughts and negative thoughts and feelings that weigh us down. Imagine how free you'd be if you didn't have any worries or cares or fears or insecurities or issues. Okay, great year to experience new things, to take a vacation, to travel, to move house, town or country, to advertise and promote yourself, to be social, network with others, to change job or careers, to take a smart, calculated and responsible risk. All right. So I'll leave that with you, and now let's move on to personal year number 6. So the 6th year is where there is more of a focus on your responsibilities, being responsible for your own self and your own actions, responsibilities towards others in your life, family members, friends, partners. Also, domestic responsibilities, relationships, all that sort of stuff. So let's take a look. It says the 6th year is one of which to be of service to others and to attend to your responsibilities. Now, there may be an element of self-sacrifice this year, okay? So do prepare to put others' needs before your own. Sometimes we can get a call of duty, where we need to be that shoulder to cry on or that helping hand. So, there's a big difference between helping others because you have to and helping others because you want to this year. And this year will reflect that. So for the next 12 months, make your loved ones and your family come first and try to serve others willingly without begrudgingly. Yeah, it can be a pain in the neck. I know. God, trust me, I know about that more than most. I've got a 6th destiny. And so I always have to deal with this sort of thing, and because it's in my destiny number and my personality numbers. So regardless of what year I'm in. So I know a lot about this. And trust me, life will compensate you at the other end if by going out of your way, it disrupts other things in your life. Do the right thing is all I can say. Drop everything if you have to do the right thing as a decent human being. That is what is more important than anything. So remember that. So it's a great year to mend broken relationships, to touch base with family members you may have fallen out with, or other people you may have fallen out with, just to practice a bit of forgiveness. You don't have to be the best of friends, but it is a year to sort of deal with these sorts of things. Great year to dedicate extra time to children, grandchildren or other children, to be a shoulder to cry and offer assistance where you can, taking care of relatives, nursing other people, babysitting those that may need help, to just go out of your way to help other people. Number 6 does govern love, marriage, separation and divorce, and some people will experience some of these things in a 6th year. Others may experience meeting someone new. Others may experience relationships ending. Some people may experience relationship issues coming to the surface so they can be resolved and cleared, and the relationship moving to a much higher frequency and a much deeper understanding as a result. This is a great year for to learn what you need to be more understanding and more harmonious, and be more aware of what others' needs are and how you can be of service as opposed to what you can get from someone else. So being more about what can I give in this relationship rather than what can I take. Also a great year to spend extra time on domestic things like renovating, decorating, gardening, things like that around the house, all of that sort of thing. And a great year to focus on your own self-esteem and your own health and wellness. So here's your checklist for your 6th year. Take your responsibilities seriously. Be there for family and friends and those that need you. Be of service to others. Focus on your domestic affairs. Renovate or redecorate your home. Be creative. Take up new hobbies. Work on the garden. Start a home-based business. Get married. Start a relationship. Focus on your family. Get a makeover. Focus on your own health and well-being. Engage in a community project. All right, unconditional self-love for yourself. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. All right, let's move on now to personal year number 7. And the 7th year is a year where it's all about introspection, contemplation, going within, inner work, personal growth, and spirituality. Now, I've just come out of a 7th year, and I'm not going to lie, there was effort required in terms of my personal growth, but it was such a valuable year. I feel like I can take on the world as a result because nothing can harm me, because I am so close to God, and I'm so self-empowered through self-love and understanding because of what I went through this year. So this 7th year is a very fortunate year for those that are willing to put the effort in. Okay, so the 7th year is about building a better relationship with yourself, and it will encourage self-analysis so that you can form a deeper understanding of who you are, what you want, and why you're here. All right, your main agenda over the next 12 months is personal growth, spiritual wisdom, and going within to find the answers you seek. It's not a year to chase new opportunities or to conquer the world. Instead, it's a time to take a step back and reflect. So it's now that's not to say you can't still take on the world. That's not to say you still can't have business goals and material goals and achieve them and do well in your career and do well in other areas of your life. Of course you can. It's just saying alongside that, you have to make space for your own inner work, all right? And it will pay off. It will pay off in the material world, especially the year that will follow next year when you're in an 8-year. And that's why the universe placed the 7-year before the 8-year, giving you an opportunity to get a head start and do some clearing and do some work on yourself. So by the time you get to the 8-year of manifestation and personal power, you're fully charged. You're running on all 4 cylinders and you've done the work, the groundwork, and the clearing and the empowerment from within that you needed to do to really take advantage of that 8-year. So don't waste this year, okay? It's a year where the more inner work you do, the greater your success will be in the outer world in your 8-year next year. Okay, so here's the thing. Your capacity for research and understanding is at its peaks this year, so it's a favorable time to study or to develop an existing skill or to learn something new. Okay, especially anything relating to IT, computers, science, psychology, engineering, analytics, metaphysics, philosophy, conventional or alternative health. All right. Also for those, there are many people that will benefit by focusing on their holistic health this year, health and well-being. Great year to contemplate the meaning of life, to get in nature. Your intuition's at an all-time high, so follow your inner guidance. Also, it's a great year to focus on healing. All right. Now, here's something you really need to know, guys. Don't force things to happen this year. You need to let go and let God. You need to have patience and trust that everything will unfold in its own way and its own divine timing. Don't force things to happen or they will not work. All right. While you're waiting for things to come to fruition and you're feeling impatient, in the meantime, take up a spiritual practice like meditation, EFT tapping, yoga, Reiki, Qigong. Strengthen your connection to source. Spend time in nature and prayer. Your future success depends on the positive changes you make this year. So here's your checklist of things you can do in the 7-year. Spend more quiet time alone. Get away from distractions and devices and people. Adopt a spiritual practice. Take up prayer, meditation, yoga, EFT, Qigong. Explore alternative therapies. Detox and eat a healthy diet. Rest, recuperate, relax. Focus on your personal growth. Study or become a specialist in something. Go on a spiritual retreat or expand your spiritual learning. Get closer to God. Improve your health. Get a health check. Exercise more. All right? All right, so I'll leave that with you, and let's move on now to personal year number 8. This year is about manifestation, your own personal power, finances, and career. All right? Now, this 8-year is a very powerful manifestation year with the law of cause and effect and the power of the mind and the power of what you think and feel and what you focus your attention on. We attract what we focus our attention on the most. So you need to be very aware of what you focus most of your attention on. Do you focus most of your attention on what's going wrong? Do you focus most of your attention on what you don't have? Do you focus most of your attention on what you'd rather have that you don't have, or who messed things up for you, or what's wrong in the world, or what's wrong with you? Because whatever you focus your attention on the most, you are attracting more of. And if it's negative, you are losing your valuable life force energy. And if you do it consistently enough and you feel that way strongly, emotionally enough, negatively, it will make you unwell. You will get sick. Your life will not go very smoothly. So there are consequences to negative thinking, living in the past, being unable to forgive, being angry, being jealous, worrying, having no self-esteem. There are a lot of consequences, and this year it will amplify all of those things. So, first and foremost, get clear about your fears and your limiting beliefs and your patterns, your shadow, you know, all the things that are holding you back, and take charge, make changes, get in the driver's seat of your life. If you need help with that and you're ready to do some work and you're not going to mollycoddle around and you've got, you know, you can handle some tough talk, some tough love, my greatest mentor of all time, who I've learnt the most from in my own personal growth for my whole life, is Carolyn Mace. Carolyn, Caroline, Mace, Myss. Defy Gravity. Carolyn Mace is the greatest teacher I've ever had, who helps. She'd give you tough love. She'll tell you, you know, life is unjust. Accept it. Get over it. Toughen up. Stop being a victim. Stop being a baby. Stop expecting life to give you everything you want. Stop trying to find reasons for why things happen. They just happen. It's just the way it is. You're losing your valuable life force energy by holding on to these things. And if you really need to get your act together and step into your personal power and start creating and attracting better things in your life, you know, so like I said, if you want some tough love, I suggest you go to her website, which is myss.com. She has a whole bunch of online workshops and classes you can take that will help you. If you need some insight, ask me, and I'll tell you what some of my favorites are. But anyway, you know, if you feel drawn to her, Google her on YouTube and listen to a TED Talk or listen to some of her presentations. See if you resonate with her message. And if you do, you're onto a winner there. And if not, it's just not meant to be, and it's all good. We all resonate to people, and we don't all resonate to the same people. So each to their own. Right. Once you get your own personal power together and you get your own mind together and you start thinking a bit more positively, then you can start using this 8-year to your advantage, because the 8-year can start manifesting good stuff in your life if you are putting out good stuff. So it's a number of karmic balance. It rebalances the scales of justice, number 8, and it's in direct proportion to your attitude and your actions of the past, especially over the past 7 years. So you'll reap what you've sown in an 8-year, and whatever you began 7 years ago may now start to pay off. If you've been honest and hardworking, you will be rewarded in some way. Some people it's through opportunities and recognition. Other people it's financially. Everyone's payoffs are different. But this year is all about balance. So you've got to learn to balance the material and spiritual world. You've got to learn to have balance in your mindset, adopt an attitude of abundance when it comes to money, yet on the other hand, not let money define you, not become consumed by the accumulation of money and material goods and power and status and success, and let your ego get the better of you. You've got to find that balance, you know, balance of the middle ground, you know. When you're out of balance in your life, wherever you are out of balance in your life, the 8-year will point it out. And it will bring it to the surface, and it will give you the ability to readjust. All right. Now, also the 8-year represents money and manifestation. So get your finances in order. Be mindful not to overspend. Know that you can attract what you focus on. So focus on, you know, the good things in your life. Be grateful. Learn to appreciate the small things. You know, learn to, instead of trying to get more, train yourself to find peace and happiness in what you already have, you know. Also be honest and don't do anything dodgy, because it's highly likely you'll get caught in an 8-year that balances the scales of justice. So here's your checklist for the 8-year. Budget, save your money, get your finances in order. Deal with any outstanding legal matters. Work hard, be honest and ethical. Work on building your career. Study something that advances your career. Apply for a promotion. Start a new job or a career. Reclaim your personal power over anything or anyone that causes you to feel disempowered in some way. Familiarize yourself with the universal laws, such as the law of attraction or the law of cause and effect. Adopt an attitude of abundance and reprogram your limiting beliefs. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, I can't wait for my 8-year. I'm in an 8-year now. Yay! I've been working hard towards this. I've been doing a lot of work. Right, personal year number 9. The personal year number 9, guys, is all about transformation from the chrysalis to the butterfly. Completion and endings. Right, now this is the final year of your 9-year cycle, and it will focus on completion and transformation and preparation for a whole new you, a whole new beginning that follows in the 1 year. So a major part of this transformation this year involves you letting go of the things in your life that no longer serve you, whether it's a job, a friendship, relationship, residence, a mindset, or a behavior that you may have outgrown. Either way, it's a time to spring clean your life so you can move towards better things. Now, to make the most of this year, trust in the divine plan, surrender to change, forgive others, forgive yourself. Accept, let go, and move on when things don't go your way. Now, despite this being a year of endings, it's also a year of rebirth and compensation, where everything you've been striving for can finally come to fruition. It can be a payoff year for many people. So start feeling deserving and worthy. Expect the best and you'll get the best, especially this year. Now, the 9-year encourages you to focus on being of service and following humanitarian pursuits by donating your time, attention, or unwanted items to a good cause. So be of service to others. Be in that service mindset. Perhaps you can do something to assist a neighbour or a friend or someone in a helping hand or a charity or a family or something for the environment or an animal. You know, compassion and forgiveness play a major role this year, so be open-minded towards others, resolve outstanding conflicts and disputes, and be forgiving. All right, so here's a checklist for you this year. Spring clean your life, spring clean your personal growth and working on yourself from within. Spring clean your home. Let go of bad habits, move house if you need to, leave unfulfilling jobs, tie up loose ends, end any unhealthy relationships, clean out your closets, donate to charity, do some work for a cause, forgive others and forgive the past, resolve outstanding conflicts, and heal any of your outstanding emotional wounds. All right, I'll leave that with you. I hope 2020 is a fantastic year for you all, and I thank you. And if you need one of my forecasts, 12-month forecasts and personality profile reports, and you want that 2 for the price of 1 offer, email me and I'll send you the info. God bless and take care.